Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel that takes you deep inside the San Francisco 49ers. I'm your host, Jack Hammer, and today it's going to be a fun one. We're going to talk about narratives. In particular, the narratives around 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy, at least my three favorite that I've heard so far this offseason. And let's just jump right into them. Number one, Brock Purdy is a dink and dunk quarterback who doesn't throw deep. So you take that and, okay, Brock Purdy threw the ball 20 yards or more downfield 27 times last season. Not too bad. When you look at his percentage overall and you compare it to guys like Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts, the other quarterbacks that played with in the championship games for the different conferences, Brock Purdy would be second in terms of the percentage of throws that traveled beyond 20 yards. You then take a look at Brock Purdy in terms of his completion percentage on those throws. So on throws beyond 20 yards, if you take the quarterbacks in the NFL that threw at least 25 of them, Brock Purdy ranks 11th best in the NFL among quarterbacks who attempted at least 25 throws down the field. Purdy completing 40.7% of his throws that traveled beyond 20. That is what is considered a deep ball in the NFL. And Brock Purdy, 40.7, 11th best, ahead of guys like Josh Allen, right in the same range of guys like Patrick Mahomes, and so on and so forth. 11th best. That doesn't sound like somebody who can't throw it deep. The next one is, I want to see what Brock Purdy can do. I want to see him be able to bring this offense back if they're behind by more than 10 points. Can he do it? The answer to that is, yeah. Why do you think that he can't? All you have to do is watch the games. If you watched the game last year against the Las Vegas Raiders in the fourth quarter, the 49ers were down by 10 points. They were down 24-14. And guess what? They won the game. Not only did Brock Purdy bring them back to tie it up, later on in the game, when they fell behind again, he drove them down the field to tie it back up. So Brock Purdy being down, that's not a big deal. Heck, Brock Purdy in his first game when he came off the bench to replace Jimmy Garoppolo against the Miami Dolphins, they were trailing in that game. And what did he do? His first possession on the field, drove the 49ers offense right on down, threw a touchdown pass to Kyle Juszczyk to take the lead, and they never looked back, and they didn't lose a game until Brock Purdy got injured in the NFC Championship game. We don't need to get into the play there. And then the third one that I keep seeing pop up this offseason is this 49ers offense cannot score quickly enough with Brock Purdy. They do not have a quick strike offense because Brock Purdy doesn't have the deep ball. Well, we already talked about the deep throw. That's already been debunked because he can. In terms of scoring quickly, again, go back to the game against the Las Vegas Raiders. When they had to come back late, when they were trailing, they went down the field, got a field goal to tie that thing up. And that drive lasted less than a minute and a half. There were several times this season with Brock Purdy at quarterback in which they had quick scoring drives. There was a couple against Washington as well. You go throughout the up in Seattle, the opening possession of the second half. I think it was the second or third play. Brock Purdy hits George Kittle for a touchdown on a corner route. Quick strike. So, like I said to begin this, it's interesting. You know, Brock Purdy was the last player taken in the 2022 draft, yet nearly won the Offensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year honors. And the narratives that have been spun about him that, as I just talked about, are all untrue. It doesn't take a lot to be able to look at those and see the positives. And again, whether you're a fan of Brock Purdy or a fan of Trey Lance, or maybe you're one of those crazy ones that's a fan of Sam Darnold, I don't know. But if you're looking at these quarterbacks and you're looking at Brock Purdy, one of the other narratives that's been discussed quite a bit about him, this is a bonus one, is that he is already at his ceiling. There's not much room for growth. And I've talked about this one a lot on this channel. And again, that's one that's not accurate. All you got to do is watch him play. Watch some film of Brock Purdy from his rookie season, and you will see balls that were poorly thrown. Times that the ball should have been thrown that it wasn't. He's scrambling or what have you. It's very easy to see the areas in which Brock Purdy can improve, you know, and things like arm strength and speed and overall size and all those kind of things. Those measurables, those things are quantifiable that scouts really like. The things, those traits that cause a quarterback to be taken in the top 5 to 10 in the draft, those are all really small pieces of what it takes to be a very successful quarterback in the NFL. And Brock Purdy had a heck of a rookie season. We'll see where he can go from here. We don't know. That's still to be determined. You know, we got to see how that UCL recovers. We got to see how that arm strength builds back. But if he can start off where he did last year and continue to build, the sky's the limit for him. So, hey, take it for what it's worth. Hopefully you like what you see here. If you do, please hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And when you do that, turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of the updates right here on Inside the Farms with Jack Hammer. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. We'll be talking with you soon.